All right, I see people are joining us. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm just going to wait a while, just to see some more people joining us. It's really such a pleasure to see all of you joining us live. Hello, hello, hello. Is it Torbong? Hi, Torbong. Hi, Tabang. We're going to talk memberships during this live. And some of you that are upgrading, afternoon. Is it Luvolele? Luvolele. Eh? Luvolega. Okay. Afternoon, Palesa. Good afternoon. And welcome to our live. I know this is impromptu and I didn't tell you guys that we are going to go live. All right, I'm just going to wait in here for just an indication from my team member. Please just give me a second. I just need to make sure that Shares is on the other side doing all that she needs to be doing. Okay, and please, Shares, if you are ready, please let me know so that we can start. In the meantime, please tell me where you are joining us from. Is it, it was Palisa and Olile Tembe, okay? Change that language, ne? Okay, please, can we please kopare change that language. All right, please never look at yourself as being slow. Okay, all right. I am going to start as soon as I get an indication. Shares is saying, can we get a check in a while? All right, we're going to start just now. But in the meantime, I want to talk about memberships. And I hope all of you that are perhaps upgrading are aware that the Department of Basic Education has got the Second Chance program, meaning that you can write in May or June. For those of you that are still waiting for your remark exam, your remark results, please note that those results will be made available in March. Okay. And if you wanted to use those results for perhaps applying at university, you'll have to reapply. This is now for 2027. Okay, so I will give you all of those updates during the course of this live. But I also want to kind of give you a breakdown of all the tiers that we've got for memberships. All right, but for now, please let me know where you are joining us from so that I know exactly where our people are at. Guys, this year I really intend on visiting Ikaslako, right? I want to come to where you are. If you can try to put yourself together, and we can meet at a hall somewhere or at a place that we can use so that I can come and give you live lessons, right? But we'll tell you all about that during the course of this. Ayanda from Naledi. Ayanda wasekaslami. Right. Ayanda, my grandma's home is in Naledi, so that's where I grew up. Ayanda Masego. Okay. So Naledi kusekaslami. Kaslami lelo. All right. Let's see. Lumi said the show is yours. Oh, okay. So is that my new name now? Lumiz. Oh gosh, you guys are just funny, eh? Yamgela Sulani says, please make educational content in chemistry. By the way, Yamgela, you know that I do have content that's already available. Please go and use it, right? The best way for you to navigate this channel is for you to go to playlists, right? And look for the playlist that has the subject that you're looking for. For instance, if you're looking for chemical equilibrium, there's an entire playlist that we've compiled. Or you can even use the one here. You can use not courses. Yes, it's called courses. Please go and use that one. So you will definitely be able to get everything that you need. Trust me, when it comes to grade 12 content, I did not miss a thing. There's everything that you need. And in fact, mind you, need I say, I made it particularly for people that are upgrading because that's who I used to teach. In the way that I've compiled it, I made it in such a way that you can start with grade 10 content and really uzenayo all the way up until you get to matric level. Because I'm mindful, Guti, some of us maybe started school quite a long time, or left school rather, a long time ago, and so we don't remember certain concepts, right? So please, I do give you all of that. Hey, Yamgela, you are typing. Nkosi yami. Hey, 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 hey. All right, so let me just quickly see. Please, I hope you don't mind if it's a little bit bouncy, Nyana, because I'm reading from off the screen that I am using. Okay, Busi from Male Gale or Malechale. I don't know. I hope I didn't butcher the name of Ikasla Kobusi. Is it Malechale? Or is it, yeah, it can be Male Gale. It doesn't sound right. Malechale. Where is Malechale? Tell me, is it in Limpopo? Is it in Pumalanga? Khomotso Khatebe. Hi, Khomotso. Thank you for joining us. Okay. How to master calculus. I'll tell you how to master calculus. Go on to the playlist here, calculus. You'll see all of the content there. Yeah, so make sure that when you go onto the channel, go click straight into the channel, not on the search button. Click straight into the channel. So meaning when you're on YouTube, go into the channel, Mlungisi Nkosi, where you'll see even the channel banner, right? And this is where you are now going to go to playlists on the tab, yeah, corner. I wish I could show you how to do that, okay? But all right, hopefully I'll be able to do that. All right, please, shares, give me an indication if I can continue. Mahale is in Limpopo. Okay, all right. So I think it was a mistake, ne? That Male Gale thing. Sir, may you please share a link for WhatsApp group? Okay, so I'll tell you more about that as I continue. All right, we wanted to make a community. We want to make a community rather, and where we can be able to chat a bit more often. All right, good day, sir. Thank you very much for your lessons. I moved from level 3 to level 6. Who is that? Vincent Motseki. Well done, Vincent. Well done. From level 3 to level 6. You are one of our heroes. Really, these are the stories that we like to hear from, the people that are using. All right. Okay. Shez says we are good to go. Good afternoon, everybody. Your favorite uncle. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. It's such a pleasure for me to see all of you guys. Honestly speaking, I at a point, it felt like we are beginning, creating content felt like work, you know. And I was telling the team, I want to come back to being this me, you know, the one that is full of jokes, the one that is playful, that doesn't take himself too seriously. So thank you so much to everybody. I hope that you are okay where you are. Thank you for joining us. Today I want to talk about memberships. So essentially we've got different memberships. Now, before I hop on to why we have different tiers and so on, let me tell you what are memberships. So we've got upgrade classes that are happening on a daily basis, like every single day, between Monday to Thursday. We also have grade 8 to 12 classes that are running, but they run, we've got one each day, meaning one for grade 8s, one for grade 9s, one for grade 10s, and so on different days during the week. But there are people who say that they can't afford those sessions, and it's understandable. I mean, it's South Africa in Cyril's economy, or wherever you find yourself in the world. And I always, you know, in line with our ethos, we want to make education accessible, right? We want to make STEM education accessible. Sifuna ukwenza sure ukuthi you can be able to access whatever it is that we have. So first of all, our content on YouTube is absolutely free of charge, guys. So I'm very unapologetic even about that, right? Yeah, I've made it accessible to you. You've got every single thing that you need resource-wise. And look at this. Who was it who was telling us that to suga from level 3 to level 6? And I've never really had an encounter with them, so which means they must have only used our channel. So it is possible, right? However, there are people who say, look, even though I've got the content that you have on the channel, I still want to have a personal interaction with a teacher on the other side, so that in the event that I want to ask a question, you know, or perhaps if there are things that I need clarity on, I prefer to be in a classroom setting, right? So for those, we've got our programs that we have, as I said, Siamita every single day, right? And that is a paid for program, right? So they would go through our admin process, and please remember, there we work as a team. So I've got other tutors that work with me, Umbuso being one of them, Samgelo being another, and myself as well, being there. So I've got a team there, and remember, guys, you know, once you have a team, they need to get paid. So please do understand, for those of you that were saying, you know, our prices and all of that, remember that I've got stuff that I need to definitely take care of. Remember, if it was you working in my institution, you would definitely expect to get paid. And so as a result, that is why those programs are paid for, and we need to pay them at a certain level. So the pricing actually speaks to that. Okay, very good quality programs that we've got for those of you that are upgrading. And by the way, both IEB and DBE, right? And we do this so that we can always ensure that even for those that are in Matric on a full-time, they can you know, get to that point where they are comfortable with maths. They know that going into the exam, C-sharp, 100%, right? Now, there are some people, and of course, some are backgrounds way too. Our backgrounds are not the same. And as a result, you know, we create these memberships. Ashla is asking me how much. Ashla, for that program, it's 1,200 on a monthly basis. This is for those who are writing in May, in November, and it's 1,900 for those who are writing in May, June. Yeah, and some couple of rands there. And remember, the whole reason for that is that the May, June, we must try and compress, you know, the program a bit, so that we catch up, you know, until they write at that time. So those are the programs that we have. However, for people that are saying, look, Malume, I can't afford that, and understandably so, whatever your background is, so we've got memberships. Now, let me tell you what sometimes creates a problem with upgrades. That people don't have a program that they are following. Yesterday, I was chatting to a guy, Tiamo, right? And Tiamo was telling me, he showed me a timetable that he's using, that he follows for studying, right? And he has set out this timetable. And I do advise, if you're going to be upgrading, remember now you're in a terrain where you don't need to necessarily attend classes. No one is going to be marking the register. No one no one cares, whether you are there or not, right? So it is self-paced, and it's something that you now need to discipline yourself ngayo. Now, in that regard, we are saying sometimes people don't know how to pace themselves, right? You don't know what, okay, this week I need to tackle vertical projectile motion, and then by this time I need to have finished it. Next week I need to be starting with this. So what we've done is we've said, okay, let's come up with a way that, number one, you become part of a standardized set program that will ensure that you complete on time. Number two, that you become part of a community. Guys, here's the thing. We often think ukuthi people that are upgrading, you think ukuthi you are alone, and some of you are shy because you think, yeah, hey, my friends are in varsity, and it's almost like you are shameful about the fact you are upgrading. Please, guys, lahlela lento lena, ne? There's no need to be shameful about anything, okay? In fact, what I thought is that maybe I might invite Tutsiamo to come and speak to us, because he's upgrading this year. And he said, look, I'm using your channel and it has helped me phenomenally, right? And I'm grateful for the feedback that Tangnigazeyona. And guys, please, I don't need to oversell anything, right? These are actual people that I speak to. For me, there's no need for me to try and portray, or, I said one of the things that we pride ourselves in is integrity. So anything that I report on are things that actually exist, right? So I don't really need to, oversell anything, to be honest with you. So what we're going to do is we've got memberships for people that now are saying, look, Malume, I do want to upgrade this year. I can't come to your classes, but I do want to be part of a structured program. And I also want to be part of a community. So we've got what we call the pro memberships. We call it the Upgraders Corner. Let me tell you what you get with that, right? Firstly, you will get live lessons in my classes on the day, right? So the classes that I have privately, we will give you access, but you only get to have it once a week. The reason for that is that, remember, Gunabantu who are paying for them, right? So, it would be futile if I give access to everybody. Number two, we give these classes, we give you access to them so that you can kind of see where we are. So if on this week we are doing Newton's laws, or we are doing exponents, or we are doing financial maths, then that is where you ought to be looking now in terms of your program, right? So as a result, it means that now you've got a program that's going to kind of act as a pacer for you. Izokusiza for you to pace yourself. It'll tusaka, knowing, okay, this week I need to have, started with this section. Because otherwise, what happens is that people start at the beginning, and then they lose discipline along the way, and then come, whether you're writing in May or June, or whether you're writing in November, and then come May, June, they want to come flooding. Malume, I need lessons. Malume, I need this, I need this, I need this. And the problem is that, guys, I cannot wave a magic wand. I will not allow you into my class if you are coming here just for that, period yesikhathi, right? Why? Because you've got expectations that I will just be moving and be able to cover everything. And then at the end of the day, when you don't get the results, it almost seems like I failed, right? But the reality is, what we need to ensure that someone is saying, Uncle speaking Sesotho. Of course, ke tseba Sesotho how. Hey, ke kgoletse ko Naledi, so I do know ke a tseba Sesotho. Because I'm a Sowetan, I can speak multilingual. I'm multilingual, so I can speak Sesotho properly. Okay, right. I know my accent may be here and there, but all right. So what I was saying is that sometimes we find ourselves, and that's why I don't like these programs, study cross night. Why? Because it's all desperate measures that people are taking, right? So now I would rather let's get into a structured program, right? Harere, so we are going to take now from this week all the way until Oilongala, right? Right? We're going to take some time and say, all right, this is what we're going to be covering. This is what we're going to be doing. And as a result, you'll get yourself a paced program, and you know that what you are covering on a weekly basis. And here's the beauty, I think. The beauty is that you can only you get this for only 100 rands. It's 99 rands 99. Okay, these are YouTube set prices. Okay, and what it gives you, we're not only going to give you content, right? Access to our classes. You'll get one on Monday for maths. You'll get one on Wednesday for physical science. Okay. But what you will also get is you'll get bursaries, right? So what we do is that we post all the bursaries that are there. But what we also give you there is we give you live streams. So during exam times, what I do is go through a question paper, and I would go through that question paper live right here on YouTube. So you can be able to ask questions, and when you've got problems, in fact, what I normally do is open it up to our members to let me know what they'd like for me to cover during the live, even if it means you send me questions, right? And I will stream your question. I will answer your question live on our channel. Okay, right. And then what we also get is priority support. So priority support just simply means that we prioritize you. Of course, or there are other people that will be asking us for help. Some reach out to me via email. Some send me specific questions. But it means that before I can attend to anyone else, in fact, sometimes I'm not even able to get to anyone else because the questions that are sent by it says this message is held for review. I don't know what that message is, but the help that is required by our members is substantial enough for me to cover during a live. Remember, I can't go live just perpetually, right? It means that if we're going live, I'll say, okay, we've got 2 hours, a 2-hour live. And during that time, I'll take all the questions that have been sent by our members, and we will take feedback, guys. What I do ask is that, when you join that memberships, when you join as a member on the channel, right, that we really create this cohesive community. Aribueng, let's talk, as kulumeni, right? Masinama questions. If kukhona something that you'd like for me to cover, right? We are now this set community that can be able to chat. So please just note as well, sinikeza also relevant updates. Now, what are these updates? When universities open up for application, right? I'll give you, blow by blow information of what to do when you are applying, when to write your NBTs, right? So we give you all of this information so that you don't just find yourself this year just wallowing around and not knowing what you are doing. Okay, so for us, this is important. And honestly speaking, guys, I really want this channel to become the go-to place for anyone who wants to upgrade, even those who are not doing maths and science. And the reason for that is because I really want to provide you with all the information that you need. One of the things that we've noted is that, you know, when it comes to upgrading, it's almost like you are left to your own devices, right? There's no information, Hore, when you are applying Evercity, like what happens with your application. So what I normally do is that I would make sure that I give you information about if you've applied for a certain faculty, what do you need to do next. What we're going to do in the next coming weeks is that we're going to be interviewing people who work on admin at the admin office of specific universities. We can't go to all the universities, but we will go to specific universities. Now, here's the nicest one. We are going to be offering also a prize to someone who is a member of our channel who gets the best results. Listen, the best results, who improves the most in maths and science, right? Whether in May or June or in November, we are going to visit you. And we are going, firstly, we're going to verify if you used our channel. Secondly, we're going to come to where you are, right? And, offer you a partial bursary. It's a price, just to say to you, well done. We really want to do this to encourage people not to look at, upgrading as, as though it's a curse. I told you guys, I keep telling you my story that I upgraded myself, and that's why I've got such a heart and a passion for those of you that are upgrading. Right. Let me just check quickly if I've covered everything. Oh, by the way, there are other memberships that we have. There's Endina, who is now a member of our channel. Well done, Endina. Endina ko kausele. Okay, thank you for joining as a member. And every time that someone joins as a member, we will be able to see this message. Thank you so much for being a member. Now, there are other membership tiers. The next one is for 39 rands 99. Okay, and what you normally get for your is that it will give you early access into new videos. It will be for only Q&A sessions as well. And you become a member or a part of the community. So what you will not get with that one is you will not be part of those live classes. It's only for 40 rands a month. You can join in there, but remember what you will not be able to obtain there is for you to become, or rather access into the classes. All right, and then there's another one that is only for 20 rands. You can say just thank you, Malume. Honestly, we just put it up there, or just for people, because oftentimes I would hear people saying, Malume, how do we say thank you to you for what you've done? We just want to give you isncanenyana. So 20 rands, that's 19 rand 99. You can click there as a member. There's no real perks per se, but it's just a way for you to say thank you. So that is it in terms of our lives. Please, for those of you who are still waiting for your remark results, right? Please, I want to, even as you wait for even remark or recheck, please start working, okay? Because usually those results zibuya around March, and you find ukuthi if you now find those results are not what you would have anticipated, then what happens is that you now need to only start then. Imagine March, you've got April, and then in May, end of May, you start writing. So for me, you've got just about 3 months for you to prepare. So I would say to you, start working now, right? I know you are still waiting for those, for those results, but start working now. So that is what I wanted to say to you. Oh, Sianda Tabi says, hi, Maluma, I'm a new member. Welcome, Sianda. I'm sure this morning you realized we went live with the maths class, ne? Yeah, so I do hope that you were able to be a part of that. Okay, let me just quickly check if there are any questions that I need to be... Oh, Yamgela says, who wants to start a group chat praising Malume fan base? Yazin, please start it. Ning ede nami lapho. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And honestly speaking, guys, I really will stop at nothing to try and make sure that I give you all the support that you need. Also just to ensure that I help as many of you as possible. And really, so what we want to do is that if we can get a sense, Yoguti, and I'll make an example. If Komukopane, you've got a group of you, maybe 50, maybe 100, maybe 150, that are saying, Malume, we would appreciate for you to come and visit and give us a live lesson, Komukopane, right? I would come there, right? As long as we would send the shoguti, we can take care of certain things, we will tell you. Of course, those wouldn't be free, naturally, because I'd need to travel, and I'd need to travel with the team. So we'll find a way Yoguti sin accommodate, and it would be very minimal, maybe 100 rands per person, 150 per person. We'll work around, you know, the dynamics is a corner. If Nise KZN in Durban and you're saying, Malume, please come and give us live lessons from Durban, wonderful. I will put the team together and we will head down there. Guys, we want to cover the rest of the country. Mangithi ngumalume we country. Hey, ngayithathi kancane. Don't take me small. Hey, direct translation, ne? Yeah, so please let me know. Really, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I think this is the year that we really can do this together. For me, I'm going to be going live on TikTok simultaneously with YouTube, just to try and give you all the information that is there. But thank you to all of you for all the support that you've been given. Let me see if there are any other questions. Vincent Mutseki still saying uncle speaking Sesotho. What about skills stacking your subject? Yo yamgela yazi ukhuluma English upgraded. I'm not sure what that means. So skill stacking your subjects. What does that mean? If or rather you mean skills of stacking your subjects? I'm not really sure. But what we are going to do is provide you with information, in particular with different streams. Oh, guys, I'm really excited about this. So my students from last year, the ones that were at the center on a full time, you know, keep sending me messages. Some did really quite well, and they are getting offers from universities, and you know, it really fills my heart with joy to see people who thought Tugoti, you know, it's over. It's really great for me to see them come back and begin to, you know, have hope, and not only just believe that there's hope, but also do well, you know. So I am really elated to keep seeing the offers that they are getting. There's one obegahlala nathi last year, and she got into geology at TUT. And the other ones keep getting offers. Omunye went to UKZN. There's another one who's still waiting for an offer at Wits, but it looks very promising. So what I'm simply saying, guys, is that please don't be despondent about upgrading. Please, ngiyancenga, ngiyancenga. Do not give up on yourselves, right? You owe yourself this opportunity. You owe yourself this chance, right? Mamela, all I'm asking for you is let's do it with intentionality, okay? Don't leave it for chance. Don't approach it with a sense of, it's not like iloto where ke tlo zama, no, awuzami. We are going to make sure that you get this right. And that's why memberships is important. That's why being a part of our memberships will over communicate, will always try to communicate and ensure that we provide you with the best information. Guys, I went over the time that I had budgeted for. Oh, yes. Tiejo is joining us. Hey, Tiejo. Is it Lekwatsipa? Yes. Thank you for joining us and becoming a pro member. It is really such a pleasure for you, for us to see you join us. Okay. And Andy Nako, welcome to memberships. And I hope that we'll see more and more of you trickle in. And please, guys, ngicela ningabi selfish with this information. I know that you want to do well, but it helps when we all do well, right? And I truly believe that we are a community that cares for one another. So please, as you do well, please wish your friends well as well. Those that you might know that are upgrading. I know some of you are in CET centers, formerly known as Abbott centers. You've registered there. You're a group of students that are studying together. Please, if you are that group, tell me. Malume would like for you to visit us, right? I absolutely do not mind. I've got very good relationships with people that are in the CET sector as well. So please do inform me, and we are going to make our way there. So before I close, Yamgela is asking me, why was the Western Cape 8th in top results in final Matric? That would be the juicy thing. Yamgela, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, so you are explaining as well what skill stacking means. That adding the STEM curriculum to your previous subjects. An example would be math and physics science. I think it's what it means and how I understand it. Okay, all right, I see what you mean. Okay, all right. So why, for instance, maths and science would be the gateway, or I'd say gateway subjects towards certain career paths. Yeah, I think that would be certainly something that I'm willing to have a conversation about. There are other things. There's so much, guys, that we want to do with this channel. And I think the more we keep, slowly but surely, we are developing to become what we really want to be. And I look forward to really interacting with all of you. Guys, let me not waste a lot of your time. It's really been great. So please note that you can join in as a member of our channel. What it gives you is one lesson in physical science, one lesson in mathematics every single week. And so that's 2 lessons. That's 8 lessons in a month. And what it means is that you can also be able to get priority in terms of all the questions that you've got. so we are able to place or give you priority. So that is what I wanted to let you know about. And for those of you that are still waiting for your results from remark or recheck, please make sure that you start working in earnest. Please note that by the time that you obtain those results, you won't necessarily be able to continue into university, because university programs would have started by then, and they will not allow you to be able to register for 2026. But do note that you will be able to register for 2027 if your results are super good. And yeah, that is just about it. So Garabo Modise says, so in order to be taught according to the syllabus, I must join your memberships or what? So Modise, Garabo rather, let me explain to you again. So you join in as a member. It gives you a program that you need to follow, that you can follow. You know where we are, you know what we are doing in our class. So you've got something to pace yourself, right? In terms of your studies. That's if you are not in my class on a full time, right? If you're in my class, I mean, you know what we are doing on a daily basis. You already have a schedule. You've got something that's helping you to kind of pace yourself. So you join memberships if you want a community. Number two, if you want those lessons. Number three, if you want to be placed on priority. So meaning that when I want to go live and do specific questions, what I will use are the questions, or where I will start. It's with the questions from our members. Okay, so that's why you join in as a member. Otherwise, you can go for the 20 Rand tier, 19 Rand 99. That's just to say thank you. And then for the 39 Rand 99, which is the 40 Rand tier, that is just to get everything else except the live lessons. Okay, I hope that was clear. All right, and I am closing this. I've got one last question. According to Karabo, do we also have tests in the community? Not really. The community will we can share resources. Oh, yeah, and that's another part that I almost forgot. So we share resources, but not necessarily have tests, okay? Because think about it. Then if we've got a test, then it means I need to mark those tests. If there's 300 of you in the community, I will not be able to do so. But what we can do is that we can give you specific assessments, and maybe what we can do, we can decide on giving you the specific assessment, and then we can mark it together during a live during one of our lives, okay? When we go live on either YouTube or even on TikTok. All right, so I am going to leave it there. Saneli Siwe says we pay memberships every month. Yes, absolutely. So remember, once you subscribe to memberships, it means that will go off on a monthly basis. So meaning that 100 rands up until, and by the way, you can opt in anytime, you can opt out anytime, right? Yes, it is a monthly fee. And by the way, YouTube takes a percentage of that money. So okay, so yes, it is monthly, Sanelisiwe. So in order to be taught, okay, I think I've covered everything. Please let me know if I've left anything, shares. But otherwise, guys, I want to wish you all of God's best. I hope that, at least in the least, that I'm able to do for you this year is that I'm able to give you hope. Okay? I'm able to give you hope. I hope that you realize this may be just the best year of your life. It may look like a setback, but I promise you, if you just reframe your thinking a bit, if you just change your mindset, this may be just about the best year of your life. Thank you guys for joining us. I wish you all of God's best. It's been great to Gubanani. And now and then I'll come live and direct. ngizonicheck ukuthi, hey, are you working? But from me for now, I'll see you guys again next time. Sharp, sharp.